Hello, it is Monday. Time to go live and see what we have in store for you today. I am going to be prepping some air fried potatoes and I'm going to be prepping some cauliflower. And then I'm going to take both of them on the road with me because I have to go out. I have a few appointments, and this way I have food with me. And plus, I'll have leftovers as well. I am Ellen of Ellen's Healthy Kitchen, and I help you plant your plate one healthy meal at a time. Let me know where you are watching from, and we will get this show on the road. I'm coming to you from Massachusetts, right on the shore, northern shore, north of Boston, and I can see the ocean right from over my laptop. And it's a gorgeous summer day. And I am so excited to be here because I love sharing about this lifestyle, which is all about whole food, plant-based, and oil-free. And first, let's just get some admin stuff out of the way. Let me know if you can hear me and how it sounds to you. Just give me a shout out in the chat. Just let me know that. And it's already been a crazy day, and I've already been up for 6 hours, but what the heck? I went to the gym and I took a 7 o'clock spin class. Kim says my lab work came back from 264 to 135, no medication. Excellent. That's great news. Congratulations. And tell us what you've been doing to make that happen. And then Judy says, hi from sunny St. Pete. Oh, you lucky dog. I love that part of the world. Nora says, yes, she can hear me. Judy says, your sound is good. Kim says, sound is fine. Excellent. Okay. You know the usual drill. Those of you who have been with me before know that if you have a question, especially because I don't have a moderator on today, if you have a question, just preface it with 3 or 4 question marks so that I can just spot it. It'll help it stick out. I am working with a client today. I had one of my coaching clients, and we talked about something really interesting, which is that she was having a hard time staying the course. And we decided together that her goals were overwhelming. Her list was not that long, but long enough to sort of not know where to start. So I suggested that we kind of peel back the onion and go back to square one, which is that it's what I learned from Dr. Esselstyn of blessed memory, and also from Chef AJ. What I've learned is that it's the food, it's the food, it's the food. Just say that over and over and over again. We have been so indoctrinated for so many years about eating less food and exercising more that we really have gotten away from what really works. And when I finally let go of that misnomer and came to believe that it's the food, it's the food, it's the food, that's when the idea of getting off the diet roller coaster really hit home for me. I never want to be on a diet. I never want to use that language. I never even want to think about it. For me, it's all about remembering that we don't have to weigh and measure and portion and count points and do all that. It's the food, it's the food, it's the food. And if you eat the right foods, that's what it means. If you eat the right foods, then you are golden. And that's really what we have to do. We have to remember that it's the food. Once I got that message into my bones and into my heart and my brain, then it was easy, because then, I know that what I really need to do is just eat the right foods. And for me, the right foods are being on a whole food, plant-based, and oil-free lifestyle. And that's what I do. So, for example, for breakfast this morning, and hi, Beth from Palmetto. What I had for breakfast was a very beautiful, ample bowl of rolled oats. And I had my usual riced cauliflower. And today I didn't put in what I usually do, which is shredded zucchini and also carrots. But I'm having a little bit of a dental problem. So I wanted to be sort of, really careful about what I ate, but normally I would have done that. And it was just delicious. It was just yummy. So I had that for breakfast. I'm not even remotely hungry. And, but I know I will be, and I'm going to be probably on the road for between my appointments for about, let's see, if I leave here at about 12:45, at least a couple hours, and I know I'm going to want to eat. So I'm making my lunch here with you that I can bring with me. And that's really key, is the prepping part. You all know I'm the queen of prepping. The prepping is key. If I go out and I don't prep and I get hungry, I'm in deep doo-doo. I need to make sure that I have food with me, and getting food out that's compliant with and that's healthy and that meets my goals. Other than going to an Asian restaurant, maybe getting some summer rolls, which I don't really have time to do. Going to maybe a Wendy's if there was even one close by, and getting a baked potato, that could work. But it's so much easier for me to just prep and bring it with me. Kim says, I changed my eating from vegetarian to vegan, eating a lot of beans and rice, tofu, soybean milk, and lots of vegetables and fruits. I walk on my treadmill every day except Sunday. There you go. You have found the key to success. That you're just speaking my language. That's what I do. And, I go through sort of ups and downs and undulations of what I want to eat. Sometimes I'll just get fascinated with one particular vegetable and I'll eat that, a lot of it. I have discovered lately that I really like, much to my surprise, I really like vegetables that are kind of really cooked well and soft in the microwave. So that's what I'll be doing with this beautiful, and just check this out. It's gorgeous. And this is, by the way, Dr. Esselstyn considers this greens, part of his list of greens. He includes cauliflower, which, by the way, you can get in white and orange and purple. I've seen all three colors. So, but first, before I do that, because that doesn't take as long, I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to do my potatoes. So let me show you what that looks like. I made these potatoes probably, I don't know, 5 days ago, maybe. And I took them out of the refrigerator. One of the beauties and the benefits of doing this is that when you cook your starches ahead, whether they're potatoes or rice, any kind of a grain, and then they come to room temp and you chill them, what happens is that it creates what is called resistant starch. And that helps to blunt the impact on your blood sugar of the carb. So that's something that we want to do. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to actually, let's see, just Kim says no oil, dressings, just herbs. Yeah, and I use a lot of vinegar. I make great dressings with cashews, with vinegar. There's lots of ways around. We've just been so bullied and hoodwinked into thinking that we have to buy, those dressings that are bottled dressings that are full of fat, full of ingredients that can't possibly support your gut microbiome because they have gums and fillers, and that's not good for anybody. Oh, I am schmutzy, aren't I? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you what I do with my potatoes. Okay, I'm going to turn this down. And Judy says, I'm struggling with being 72, disabled, mild dementia due to head injury. I know what to do thanks to you, and I refuse to give up. Excellent. Keep refusing to give up, Judy. Keep refusing. Fight like crazy. Absolutely. And get whatever help that you need, including watching my videos. And there's so many wonderful, experienced, knowledgeable, passionate, vibrant people who do what I do. I'm one of many, and I'm thrilled that you're here with me. I'm delighted. And if you have questions, you know where to come. And I also want to remind everybody that I do coach, and I have a few spots open for the next few months. So if you're interested, please send me an email to ellenshealthykitchen.com. And then we can have a chat. So let's get started with our potatoes, shall we? And remember, please, to click on the thumbs up. Right now I see 12 people watching, but only 4 people click thumbs up. Let's see if we can't challenge ourselves to get that number 4 up to at least 11. All right. That's how YouTube knows that this is information worth sharing. So I'm going to take this potato. I already cut it in half, and I'm going to cut it again. just like this. And, I think about what, like the mouth feel and the eye appeal. What would I like? To me, that looks like a nice spear, as does this one. Okay, and then I'm going to do that again with the other half of that same potato. And, oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Okay, here's another full potato. And I'm going to cut this into pieces. And now I like to, see that has some yucky stuff on it. Can you see that? So I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm going to cut it off on this one because we don't need that. So there we go. And here comes another one. I also have some potatoes in the refrigerator that are sweet potatoes. But I just was in the mood for these. I think that they're Yukon Golds. This one feels like it might not have cooked as much, or maybe it didn't cook at all, or maybe it froze. I'm not sure. It feels frozen. All right, let's try this one and see. This is the last one. Yep, that's cooked. My knife went right through it. And I am going to, okay. This is a pretty hefty amount of potatoes, but one of the things I'm doing, which I'm very excited about, is I'm picking up my sister who came in from Florida, and she's going to be here with me for about 10 days. Part of that will be with her husband. Thank you, Beth. That is so kind of you. Beth gave me a super chat. If you want to know how to do that, maybe Beth, you could explain that in the chat, how to give a super chat. That's a great way for anybody who's watching to say, hey, I like this content. Thank you so much for helping me follow this way of life. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for doing that. So wait, I have a little bit of yucky stuff on this one, just examining what I cut, and the rest seem okay. So what I'm going to do now is take these, and I'm going to put this down again so you can see it. And I'm going to come back up for 1 second and say, Judy, you're not alone, and you have extra struggles on top. Right? You have extra struggles. Oh, see, my sister just wrote she's on her way. And maybe because Faye is a moderator, she could actually help me moderate. So if you see anything funky, you can take care of it. But Faye, you can also, like what Shauna does, you can make sure to answer the, anybody who puts up a comment, just you can reply to it so that I can keep doing my cooking. Okay. So, and Faye and I are going to go live together a whole bunch of times while she's here. Right, Faye? I know you said already you would. Anyway, I was saying to Judy that she's struggling with her own struggles. We all have struggles, and each of our struggles is, I hope that you're okay. I pray that you get whatever strength you need for your struggles. Kim says, you keep freezing up on my side just a bit. There's a little money sign in a small rectangular box at the bottom. And I even see that. For me, it's next to my little chat field. There's a smiley face where you can add, let's see what happens if I do it. Add emotes. Oh, I just add one of those. Okay. All right. See, I just did a hand. And then I'm going to add a heart. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to come back here, and I don't know how to get rid of those, but okay, we go. What's this one? Engage with your audience. I'm not really sure what that is. I'll do 100. Okay, good. I am going to now. Prodigal says, what sort of hijinks is this live on a Monday? I know. Prodigal, I have a new thing. I'm going to be going live 3 times this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm doing it at different times. I want to kind of get a sense of my community and what people want. So, thank you for reminding me. How does this feel for you, a Monday at noon? And I probably will do like Wednesday. My idea was to do one morning, like breakfasty time, one afternoon, and then one more like 4 or 5 o'clock. So, but today I couldn't do early this morning. So I did it at this time. Prodigal says, great for me, Monday's my day off. Yay. You're welcome to come on and be my moderator with Faye. Faye's on here too, my sister. All right. So let me show you what I'm going to do to season these babies. Oh, I forgot one potato. I got to cut this one potato. So I'm making extra. And Faye, do you want me to bring extra potatoes for you? Should I bring them in the car? I was going to bring these for me, but I'm not going to eat all of these, and maybe you want some. So let me know, Faye, in the chat whether you want some of these. Okay, I like them a little bit smaller. Some of these I made a little big. I'd rather have small ones. Easier to pick up with my fingers. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Now let's season these up, shall we? Okay. Faye says a few perhaps. Okay. I didn't know if you were bringing lunch with you. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is put garlic powder. I'm going to kind of mush these all together. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. And I'm just going to sprinkle some garlic. This is garlic powder. Okay. I mean, you can never have too much garlic powder, right? All right. And then I'm going to do some onion powder. You can see that. I buy sometimes with some of these seasonings that I use a lot, I buy big bottles of them, and I then transfer them into smaller ones as these get empty. And it's much more cost effective to do that. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be yummy. Okay. And then I'm going to do some smoked paprika. Faye doesn't like smoked paprika. So you know what? I won't put them on because just in case you want to eat them. And then I'm going to do some of this organic, no salt Costco seasoning. Maybe we'll go to Costco, Faye, when I pick you up. Okay. And I end up wasting some of the seasonings, but it is what it is. I'm okay with that. Okay. So now I'm going to take these and I'm going to just put them in here. That. And this goes over here. Okay. That's great. Super, super, super. Maybe I'll just put some smoked paprika on some of them, like half of them for me. And then Faye, you can eat the ones that don't have. Okay. All right. So now, doesn't that look fabulous? Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take these. I love that seasoning, I know. And I'll put them in here. And it's on 400, and I'm going to turn it to about 18, and we'll keep an eye on that. All right, let me just clean the counter a little bit. And we're going to then do cauliflower. And this is kind of what I do, a lot. I'm not going to say I do it every day, because here's the other thing that I've discovered, that these potatoes, when you air fry them, they're really good when I have leftovers, and then I put them in the refrigerator because I have leftovers. And when I air fry them the next day or 2 days later, they're just as good. So don't be thinking, like with regular old French fries, the kind that are deep fried, they once they're not hot anymore, they're yucky, right? Okay. I don't know how to get rid of this maybe I have to go. There's this emoji thing. Let's see. Prodigal says, pro tip, season them in a lightweight bowl and give them a toss. Yes. And I usually do that, but I didn't today. But thank you for reminding me. That's a great tip. Everybody, make sure you pay attention to what Prodigal just said, because it really makes sense. And Prodigal, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're doing some food work. Are you not? Pretty sure. Okay, I'm going to take this beautiful head of cauliflower. Glenda says, good afternoon from Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Faye says, Kim, you may want to refer to your eating as whole food plant-based. When I used to tell people I was vegan, yeah, they don't quite get it. Whole food plant-based is a whole other kettle of fish, and that's what I do. That's what Faye does. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to cut this off. This is, I wanted to, I could have done this before, but let's see. I wanted to make sure that you saw how I do it. You know, I could buy a bag of this, but I love fresh cauliflower. All right, so what I'm going to do here is just start cutting. You know what? I'm going to use a different knife, actually. I am going to use, I don't know which knife. I'm going to try this one and see how it works. Okay, I'm going to just start cutting the florets off. So that there we go. This is a really big hunkin' cauliflower. Wow. This is a lot. This is going to be so good. And I don't even care, you know, if I microwave it and then I bring it in the car and it's room temp, I'm totally okay with that. I don't mind at all. So what is your favorite cruciferous vegetable? Let me know in the comments. Do you like broccoli? Do you like cauliflower? Do you like cabbage? What do you prefer? Now, I could probably use this too. I bet you this is good, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it here. I'm in a little bit of a rush. Okay, and then, look, it's already started to get coated with some of the seasoning. Okay, so now I'm going to take it and let me move it over here. I've already put water in this microwave container, and I'm going to take my knife. First, I'm going to look for the small ones. And I'm going to taste it. So good. I know I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Honestly, I could eat this entire head of cauliflower. All right. Now, see, it takes a lot of commitment to try a new lifestyle, and then to stick with it, even more of a commitment. The key. Oh, so we have some broccoli. We have some Brussels sprouts. I love those sprouts all day long. Yum. I don't cook up. Are you talking about these? I think I've wanted to. Have you done that? Faye, you got to tell me in the chat whether you want me to bring cauliflower for you. It's going to be room temp, but like this is probably enough for me. And then I'll put the rest in. Yeah, so Faye says red cabbage is her favorite. Oh, Brussels sprouts, red beets. Beets are also considered one of Esselstyn's top for greens, even though they're not green. All right, so Faye says sure. Okay, so I'm going to cut a little bit more so that my sister has, or I don't know if Alan's going to want, but oh my God, I'm making such a mess. All right. Okay, I think that's it. And now what I'm going to do, Green Lady says, Mazel Tov Prodigal. Yes, Prodigal is the best. Okay, I'm going to do sort of same. I mean, they work for me. I'm doing some garlic powder. And normally I would do these with some stock because that will help. It'll just gives it an extra layer of flavor. What did I do with the, oh, here it is. This. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so good. I'm going to add a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of smoked pepper. A little bit. Okay, I'm going to put the top on. I'll show you. This is a great, I have a couple of different microwavable containers, but okay. Oh, sometimes this pops out and I just have to push it back in. Oh, it still has 10 minutes to go. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to go put it in the microwave. I'll be back in a second. Make sure if you have not clicked on the thumbs up to do that. I see 9 people, which is great. Roberta says, love all cruciferous veggies and grow broccoli sprouts for salads. Yum, yum. Okay, in the microwave. I'll be right back. Okay. I've learned on my microwave, there's a pad and I just go 777, which does it for 7 minutes and 77 seconds, which is really 8 minutes and 17 seconds, something like that. But it's easier to just go 777. M Organizer says, very good hair, Jones. Not sure what you're talking about. Okay, so that's it. So I will take this on the road with me. And you know what I'll do while we're waiting, because I have to wait. This has 10 minutes. The cauliflower has 7-ish minutes, and I need something to drink with me. So I'm going to take you over. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you over here, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to fill this up with water from the fridge. And I'm still here. I'm peeking around the door. All right, and I'm going to add some ice to that. All right. Okay, then I'm going to bring you back. So now I have my water to go with me in the car. And there we go. So I'm set. I think I might do one more thing. I'm not sure. So Faye says, I haven't seen Ellen's new kitchen. I cannot wait to cook together. I know we're going to have a blast. I was thinking about that you haven't seen it. And we finished it in 23. That's how long it's been since you've been here. And then some. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Or anybody have any questions? Let me know. I feel so committed to this lifestyle, and I feel like that one of my jobs is to do as much as I can to help the world follow what I think is the best way of eating in the world. I think. And if you don't agree with me, but you're at least willing to get on the plant-based wagon or train, then okay, that will be great. Hold on, gotta take a sip. Because the more, you know how when we were little, our mothers would say to us, eat your vegetables? Yeah, that's what it's about, my friends. Eating vegetables, eating food that comes from the earth, eating food that doesn't come from a face. If you know what I mean. That's what I do. No faces. So, eating food that is going to sustain you and satiate you and fill you up and give you fiber and all kinds of minerals and vitamins. Thank you, Roberta. You're doing a superb job too. Everybody here. It's so great to have everybody as part of this. So also let me know. Put one toe in the water, one step at a time. Sally says, would you run through your breakfast ideas for me? I'm adding good stuff to my oatmeal, enjoying it. Sure. Do you want me to review my oatmeal that I make, or do you want other suggestions for other things? I'm not sure what you mean. So if you clarify that, I'm happy to answer it. I have I was just thinking, I wondered if this would be good. It could be good with the cauliflower, but no, I don't think it will be. It's my peanut sauce that I make every Saturday. We have an Asian sort of bowl, a sushi bowl. Review the oatmeal you make. Okay, I will review it, and I'll also suggest that you couple things. First, let me do this. Let me grab my, hold on. Rise and shine. Here we go. I'm going to go here, and this is, okay, there is, pin it. Okay, that's my ebook that has 20 of my best. And Faye, you can speak to this. Maybe tell people what your favorite recipe is from that ebook. But that's my Rise and Shine Oatmeal recipe ebook, and it's got 20 of the best. You don't need 100, you just need a handful. You don't even need 20, to be honest, but 20 you'll get. And so you can also as well look on my video list, and you'll see that there's a bunch of oatmeal video tutorials on there as well, but I will go over that too. So here's what I do. So get a pen, piece of paper, or you can, just try to remember, or maybe somebody could actually put it in the chat. That would be great. So Faye says the cherry almond oatmeal is her favorite. It's so worth it. Yum. It's so delicious. Okay. So I do, and I've changed one thing, and that one thing only. In the way the recipe calls for the usual ratio of water or liquid, I should say, to the oats, which is usually, if it's 1 cup of oats, you do twice as much, 2 cups. So it's 1 to 2. I have changed that. I do now 1 to 5. Now that might be too much for you. For me, I like it. I like it wet. It fills me up more. That extra liquid really helps to fill my belly. And that's really what we want to do, is fill our bellies to satiation, right? I just add more liquid. So I do, for me, I do a 1/4 cup plus. I sort of a very, very rounded 1/4 cup of oats. It's probably more like a 1/4 cup plus maybe 2 tablespoons. And so I do that. And then I do 1 1/4 cups of water. I do I keep them right here. I do 1 tablespoon of red lentils, just 1 tablespoon uncooked, because they're going to cook. Just check on this. I'm just going to check on my potatoes. Don't let me forget where I am. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at these. They're done. They're done. They're done. They're done. Oh, I'm going to put this down so you can see it. Are those not mouth-wateringly delicious? And how long did that take? I put it in for 15 minutes. It took about 10 minutes. And that's it. Now, in a larger air fryer, it might take longer, right? Because there's more space. But in these small boxed kind of air fryers, that only took 10, 12 minutes, something like that. Okay, so I did the oats, I did the liquid, and then I do a tablespoon of red lentils, and I do about 1/4 cup of frozen riced cauliflower. Do not use fresh riced cauliflower. It's too strong. There's something about the frozen that just makes it not so cauliflower-ish. I don't want to taste the cauliflower in my oatmeal, to be honest with you. Not in my sweet oatmeal. Maybe if I made savory. Okay, so we've got the oatmeal. I also take about 1/2 of a zucchini. Sometimes I peel it, sometimes I don't. Then I grate it. That goes in the oatmeal. And then I do some cinnamon. I do a little dropper full of stevia, and that's it. And then I cook it. My microwave, I have it down to a science. I do 10 minutes and 30 seconds, and it comes out perfect for me. Take it out, put it in the bowl, plate it. And then I add shredded carrot, and I add chopped apple, and I add flax meal. It's a meal. This is like a production. It's like a smorgasbord in my bowl. And I add, I forgot to tell you, I also do 1/2 of a frozen banana. You could do a fresh one, chopped up into pieces, and that goes in the oatmeal when I cook it. Right. So then after it's cooked, I do the shredded carrot, the cut diced apple, some flax meal, and a little bit of granola. I make homemade granola, or I use the Rip's Big Bowl. He Plant Strong has a great, wonderful whole food plant-based, which I need to get the link for so that you can order it through my link. And that's it. And then sometimes I sprinkle a teeny tiny bit of maple syrup, but I don't need a lot because it's got the stevia and the banana in it. All right, let me go and talk amongst yourselves. Let me go grab the cauliflower. Okay. I have to show you. I got this right here. this piece right here, and I'll take this off and show you at where did I get? Home Goods. You can get it on Amazon. I just bought one on Amazon and sent it to my one of my daughters-in-law. It's a silicone mat, and it's great. When they come bigger, they come smaller. And then when I take the oatmeal out and I remove it from the bowl, from the mat, I take the mat, turn it over. I don't even have to do that. Put it on top of the bowl, and then it keeps it hot while I'm doing getting my coffee and such ready. So these are really, this is one of the best things I have in my kitchen. I think I have it in my Amazon store, but I'm not positive. Okay, I didn't even need these because I used the silicone mat to kind of carry it over. Let's open it and see what we've got here. It's done, baby. I'm going to get a fork. This I am mouth-wateringly delicious. I'm going to get a fork out of the dishwasher. Okay, let me show you what this looks like. It's done perfectly to my liking. Perfect. Hot. Roberta says, oh, and you're welcome, Sally. I now make your tofu dishes, the one where you tear the tofu chunks and air fry yogurt in the Instant Pot and granola, but instead of stovetop, I bake it. Make those recipes every other week. I know, that makes me so happy. I'm so excited. I'm going to keep doing that. I have an ebook kind of coming with like my favorite recipes. Okay, so here's the deal. I have to hang up now. I have to stop because, and I made yogurt, by the way, Faye, and I'll have you taste it. I've tried it this time. I did it yesterday, no, the day before. I did it with a silk soy vanilla yogurt, and then I did it also with I forget that Skyr, Skyr has an oat yogurt, and they both have live cultures, and I actually like the oat one better. So all right, so anyway, I can't even do my finish with my my meditation that I like to do because I need to go down and pick Faye up, and I have an appointment beforehand at the dentist. So thank you so very much for being here, and watch out because on Wednesday I'm going to do another live, and that will be with my sister Faye. So I love all of you. I love you for being here. I'm so grateful to have this community. Even though we've never met, I kind of feel like I know you. I feel like we're at a women's gathering, except for Prodigal, and he fits in fine. Green Lady says, drive safe. Thank you. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Okay.